My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Time to go in with the Ironclad again. I think this is only my second go at Ascension mode level 7, so hey, hell yes. Lose all gold for a random rare card. A rare card to choose, sure. Offering, yep. 99 gold offering to start out a run, don't mind if I do. There's no 3 elite path. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I mean, there's a couple rests here. I'll get to upgrade my offering pretty early, sure. This is an unfortunate opening. You always want your opening as an Ironclad against the Cultist to contain Bash. I was not going to be able to defend myself in that turn anyway, so I may as... Thought I had one more energy there. I may as well use my offering. Feed. Okay, we have offering and feed to start out a round. This is good. This is really good. So use offering to lower our own HP, and then we use feed to gain it all back again. Seems good to me. Wowzers. Just enough. Pommel Strike's a really good card. But at the moment, I think we actually take Ghostly Armor, because we already have some draw courtesy of offering, and we're going to need to defend ourselves. So, just to quickly go over them. Offering, lose 4 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, it exhausts itself. And feed, deal 10 damage if this kills a non-minion enemy. That's a non-resummonable enemy. Gain 3 permanent max HP. When you gain max HP, you also gain base HP. It increases across. I'm going to offering here because it's going to give me the opportunity to strike. I'm weakened, of course. Well, that sucks, but thankfully I didn't draw through to the new deck, so feed is still in there, just waiting for me. Come on, feed. There we go. More max HP. Wow, voice break. Oh, been a while since that's happened to me. All right, armaments. We'll take an armaments and upgrade it as soon as possible. I don't need either of those. Really wish that I had the ability to do some stuff there, but it's fine. I'll armaments the ghostly armor. This is a really rough fight with the fat gremlin, 2 sneaky gremlins, and the wizard in back. I don't know if I'm going to be capable of even killing this gremlin wizard before it gets this attack off. 30 damage. No, I can't. 6, 6, 6 total. I can do 18. So here's what I actually have to do. Just defend as much as I can. That really sucked. So since there was a fat gremlin there weakening me, and then there were the 2 sneaky gremlins dealing a large amount of upfront damage, my attention was split 3 ways. And then at the very back, there was someone who was going to kill me. Just waiting, and was definitely going to kill me. I'll take a Metallicize here. It's quite a good card. First Smith is going to go on at armaments. We've got a regen potion, so I'm feeling pretty good about my HP positioning. In fact, we'll start the regen potion right now. Ooh, this is a really good opening hand. I mean, it kind of is an opening hand. It's the hand to open the fight. We got a hell of a lot of cards upgraded there. Sure, we lost our ghostly armor, but That was just a really efficient turn. And we did a ridiculous amount of damage. This is a DPS race, unfortunately. Now we've got 2 free turns to hit, and thankfully the enemy is vulnerable. Okay, I'm pretty much just looking for feed. Yeah, there's the feed. Beautiful. Mercury Hourglass at the start of your turn deals 3 damage to all enemies. That's really powerful. In combination with Cleave, we've probably got all of the AoE we need in this deck, so I'll take Cleave. That is to say, all the AoE we need in this deck for a while. Okay, there's a shot very soon, so I can just remove the regret. And it's a Matroska. Okay, Matroska, next 2 chests you open include 2 relics. So we got a Gremlin Horn and a Bird-Faced Urn. That was fucking insane. And then we just immediately get to remove... Ooh, Immolate? Immolate's a really powerful card, and it would allow me to remove the regret. Immolate's on sale as well. That's hard to pass up. I mean, if I block, I defend myself against 5, but if I triple strike, I can kill this louse. And in fact, I can then block because I get to draw another card and get another energy courtesy of the Gremlin Horn. That's the Gremlin Horn is anytime you kill an enemy, anytime an enemy dies, rather, gain an energy and draw a card. Hence my rabid excitement for it. It allows you to take out chain fights much easier. If we had that when the gremlins were around, we would have been fine. And the Bird-Faced Urn is whenever you play a power, heal 2 HP. So we've lost a lot of HP in this fight. 10, block. But we are going to be able to heal a bit more of it back up. Oh, I forgot that the Mercury got him, unfortunately. Since I have a regret in my deck and I'm using the Immolate to remove it, as well as since I have a lot of card draw in my offering, the Clash isn't going to be powerful. This is one of the fights that I was thinking about when I was like, should I take the first offered stack of Immolate? Because these days, you can just burn for 1 trillion billion damage. It's really kind. 1 trillion billion damage. So they've dealt 1 damage to me, and it looks like that's probably all they're going to deal. I think I might not offering, because I don't need to lose 4 HP right now. Immolate a burnout and strike you. The courier, the merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and their prices are reduced by 20%. Since I have no way to put things back on top of my deck, I don't want a Havoc. I don't really have strong direct damage in this deck yet, so I could take a Carnage. Okay. Now we need to upgrade Offering, because anytime we get Offering and Armaments in the same hand, we're going to play Offering first so that we can draw a bunch more cards that we can then upgrade. Which means Offering's never going to be hit with an upgrade. Or rather, in that kind of a scenario, Offering won't be hit with an upgrade. So this is really cool. This enemy's going to die at the start of the next turn. Giving me all this extra energy to work with. We'll bash and then feed. Beautiful. Get some more HP back. None of that, thank you. Another Smith. Metallicize is another card that I'm just going to play as soon as I get it. So, we'll take a copy of that. Speaking of Metallicize, in fact, we're going to be using Metallicize in the first turn here. completely different thought immediately following that is definitely not related, that I accidentally screwed up a segue in between, is I'm going to use an Ancient Potion here to artifact me against drawing fewer cards, because it is so important that I have as much card draw as possible so that I might be able to get the slime boss down in time. Okay, so the answer to that was no, like a strong, emphatic no from the game. We got armaments. That's really good. Okay. I really want to bash Carnage, but I also need to immolate this rest out. So we're going to bash, immolate the rest out, and then strike for 13. Thankfully, these splits are going to start putting wounds in my deck. This, in fact, is a wounding strike. And the wounds that they put in my deck, I can then burn with my immolate and deal a bunch of AoE damage again. So, we're going to be good. Everything's going to go A-okay. Every little thing is going to be alright. I mean, you know, unless they start doing a ridiculous amount of damage on this turn. But what would possess them to do that? So I can remove 18 damage if I double strike here. I forgot. Sorry about the tongue click. I forgot. Ah, there's a wound and I haven't immolated now. I forgot that I had Gremlin Horn. I could have just killed one. Like, kill. I'll immolate that wound. Please draw. Damn it, it didn't draw it. Draw. Draw. Ah, this sucks. I was really hoping to draw feed, but there we're going to die at the start of the next turn anyway. It's Exhume. We're effectively just using Exhume as a second offering. Now that we have Exhume, we can't take the Velvet Choker because we have a second offering. So I think we're actually just going to take Eternal Feather for a little more HP keep up. So Eternal Feather is for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 HP whenever you enter a rest site. So that's without resting, which means it just heals me for 8 whenever I pass by a rest site. I'm going to need to pass by a couple rest sites so they can start upgrading some of these cards. If I wanted to, I could dodge all elites on this floor and hit 4 rest sites. But if I only dodge, I can still get 3 elites on a path that I just decided. Okay, we'll metallicize. Defend will normal strike. Ghostly armor defend. Strike. I actually probably should have done some artifacting there to prevent the frailty, because that is one of the worst things that can happen. Let's exhume that. I'll immolate the regret out. Strike, cleave, and then feed. An upgraded Havoc, though. Ooh. That's hard to pass up. It's free. Is there anything that it could play that I wouldn't want played? Not really. Remove all strikes. I mean, this is just good for us, right? It's upgrading our strikes effectively by giving them all +1 damage as well as 2 HP heal to me. And we're losing 30% of our maximum HP, but our maximum HP is pretty high right now, and we're not at our maximum HP. That worked out really well for all Rhapsodies involved. I don't like anything that just happened on this board. Oh no. We're about to start taking a lot of damage. And then feed, gets the kill, draws another card. Yeah. Actually also going to weaken you, and as a result, I'm going to take no damage this turn. That's 2 weaken potions used just to get through this fight. I am so lucky with this Immolate, by the way. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It shouldn't be happening, in fact. This guy's trying to go for his 2nd strength up, so I need to start working on him. And I can't rely on drawing enough attacks in a single hand to put him on the ground. Evidently. Right, well, offering here. Armaments, and then we're just gonna bite. 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 Like, the whole point here is just bite the ever-living hell out of them. Hey, thank you for playing a bite from the top of my deck video game. It's really kind of you. Like, we theoretically could put an Evolve in this deck because we'd have more targets for the Immolate. But Evolve and Offering have, like, an anti-synergistic value in that a lot of the time you need to move down to 5 cards in hand so you can then play Offering. It draws 5 cards. If the cards it draws are wounds, they take up a space, and then they try and draw 2 cards. So you lose a lot of the value. I don't really see how an Evolve is going to work excellently in this deck. Perfected Strike, obviously, is horrible trash garbo because we have, like, no strikes in our deck. In fact, we have exactly no strikes in our deck. And Clash is never going to work because we're keeping this curse. We're fighting. Well, I guess I'm fine not to kill him this turn. Gives me more next turn when I kill him. Yeah, I've got 18 and 7. Unfortunately, just short of another kill. So we're going to lose some HP in this fight, but it's going to save us a lot of HP over time. Bites. Bites. Unfortunately, Offering's still in the deck. I hope it's not necessary to use Offering, but it might be. I mean, I'm already fully defended. Alright, I'm going to try and not use Offering. I could probably just farm a lot of HP off this guy, because he does block every turn. Like clockwork. And when I say farm a lot of HP off this guy, what I mean is lose a lot of HP because I don't block as well as he does. Got a red mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. I don't think any of these is good for us. Like, Iron Wave is a good value card, but it's going to take up another slot where I'm trying to get Offering, I'm trying to get Exhume, I'm trying to get Armaments, I'm trying to get Immolate, I'm trying to get Regret. This deck slowly tended away from defense and tended towards, like, strict outright aggression and being able to heal up. Which is a rough thing to do, and it's one of those scenarios where, at a certain point, we're just gonna die. Like, it's just gonna happen pretty damn quickly. And we're dead. That's how a deck like this happens. Oh, it actually lets me choose. It just played Immolate from the top of my deck, I guess. Get rid of Cleave. Definitely going to be biting twice because of the HP. Then I'll completely block the rest of the attack. Sure, I lose my Carnage, but I think that's okay. We'll Metallicize. We'll Exhume that Offering. Play it again, Johnny. Ouch, Regret. many defenses as I can, as well as many bites as I can. There are going to be fights that we come up against where we will be able to defend more than the opponents can attack. And in those fights, and almost exclusively in those fights, we will be able to just farm out health. Extremely unfortunately, we didn't finish that with a feed. Even an upgraded flex. Oh, but we have the... Alright, I'm gonna show this off. Because I know it's a thing that exists. I think I actually need to rest here as well. Alright. I am gonna remove the regret. As the deck becomes larger, it's going to become less and less likely that I get it in the right hand to justify having it. 18 or 14 and heal by 4. 14, heal by 4. There goes my ghostly armor, unfortunately. Ouch. 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 This is really unfortunate. Because the backliner is the one that's about to apply vulnerability to me. Oh, there's the flex. Damn it. Alright, so I was going to drink the ancient potion before the flex happened. And that was going to prevent me from losing the strength at the end of the turn. Alright, there's a kill. We've got a degenerate enough turn next turn anyway. So I'm going to actually do some defensive stuff here. Beautiful. So we exhume the offering. We play the offering. We armaments. We obviously immolate a wound. Cleave. Bite. God, I wish I just had a little... Like, obviously, I hope I wasn't weakened. That would have been nice. Double bite, double defend, keep myself alive, heal as much HP as I possibly could. Okay. Pantograph at the start of each boss combat, heal by 25. That's actually a really good pickup for us. Combust isn't that good. Sure, it's going to heal us by 2 whenever we play it, and at the end of our turn, we lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies, so it's like a consistent AoE. The problem with Combust is that it happens at the end of your turn rather than the start of your turn. So yes, it activates before your opponent's attack, but if you get a benefit from enemies dying, for example, like Gremlin Horn, it's not going to affect you. Like, for example, if you killing an enemy would draw a card, you draw the card and then immediately discard it because it's the end of your turn. Combustors rub me in a very sore way. Ah, Strawberry raise your max HP by 7, and Thread and Needle gain 5 plated armor at the start of each combat, which is just going to continually give me 5 armor. Each time I take HP damage, it'll lower that. Two easy hits there. That's going to die at the start of the next turn, was effectively what I was doing there. So I lost 4 charges of plated armor there, which is rough. But hey, it had to happen. Alright, let's armaments. I don't think I'm going to need to keep my flex buff around. Especially seeing as I have this exhume, so I get to do more crazy shit. Speaking of, we should probably Havoc now. Yeah, there's a bite. Cool. We'll cleave, we'll bite, then I'm going to exhume an offering, which we'll play again. Metallicize, bite, carnage. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of damage in there. It would have been nice to get it. cleave. Double bite you and it kills. Havoc. Sure. Alright, we managed to set up a vulnerable turn for the next turn on the Gremlin leader. Just hoping we can kill. I don't know if this will do that. 24. Hell yes. Just by 1, it did. Lantern, gain an extra energy on the first turn of every combat. That's really good. Reaper is interesting. I think we take it, but I don't think it's amazing for us because we don't have that much strength gain in the deck. But I guess we could just try and get some strength gain in the deck somehow. Next thing we're going to upgrade is going to be feed. We only have 8 HP missing, so we'll upgrade feed. As much as I do want to shop, 2 elites. Offering, amazing. Okay, probably not the right time for that, but thank you. All the same. Armaments, bite, bite, bite. Really wish I could feed. We're actually going to defend all of their incoming damage on the first turn. That is courtesy of them all being weakened at the start of each combat, thanks to the red mask. So I know, you know, where my bread's buttered on that one, don't worry. But still, kind of cool. Alright, and then we'll bite you for the kill. Bite Carnage kills here as well. Then Ghostly Armor protect my... I easily could have done it with Metallicize. Yeah, it would have been correct to do that with Metallicize. That's my bad. Alright, Carnage and Defense. Ooh. Hell yeah, good feed. Whetstone upgrades 2 cards. A Bite and an Immolate, more than fine. It's about time we picked up a True Grid, actually, in this deck. This deck is going really well, so I can't wait to see when it suddenly stops. I'm such a fucking pessimist. Oh, man. Prefer to call myself a realist, thank you very much. Ryan, correcting myself on this front. Good. This Gremlin Horn is doing like 95% of the cool stuff that we're seeing, by the way. Just in case you're wondering, what's doing 95% of the cool stuff we're seeing? It's the Gremlin Horn. Sorry if I didn't make that clear literally a couple seconds ago. Damn. Okay. Completely protect ourselves. Let's exhume an offering. Play the offering. Havoc. Ooh, good bash. It's Reaper. It's 18, just short. Then we get the 18 there. And armaments. I couldn't have done 18 to the frontline cultist because it was only the vulnerability that made the backline cultist susceptible to the 18. A single spot weakness wouldn't be bad in this deck. More card draw and then bloodletting, but we can't take bloodletting until we have more card draw. But a single spot weakness wouldn't be bad in this deck because it upgrades, like, everything consistently for us. It's probably the easiest way to think about that. Oh, this sucks. I might actually have to lose Exhume here. I'm gonna use Bite. Yeah, because it exhausts itself when I play it. That's really rough. I really always want to get Exhume after offering, but you know, sometimes that's not available. Ouch. It's a big hit. Stabby book. I can defend a lot, but I can't defend against everything against this guy. God. Really? Like, some of the best cards in my deck are at the very bottom here. It's kind of painful. Thankfully, we actually defend mostly against that. Flex, offering. Got a bunch of wounds in our deck. We'll bash and we'll immolate out that wound. We could Reaper right now. Get a bit more HP. I'm worried because I'm going to still take damage afterwards. So it's 16 healing, and then I block 5 of the incoming. Or I could block 8, which is effectively 8 healing, right? If I'm going to be taking the damage, and then heal by... No, it's correct to use the Reaper. I was wondering if it could have possibly been correct to go for the bite. Wow, this is not good. Extremely not good hand. We just lost half of our HP because we just didn't draw any attacks there. And then just drew a bunch of attacks to the hand after. I should have used the smaller bite first, by the way. Smiling Mask. The merchant's removal service now only ever costs 50 gold. I don't want any of these. We don't have enough card draw to support an anger deck. And now, despite the fact that I want to upgrade another card in my deck, probably in this case it would have been Exhume, we're going to rest. Alright, champion. Champion. Pantograph would have actually healed me. I didn't need to do that. That's my bad. So, I'm going to play the Ancient Potion here. Then I'm going to play the Flex. That doesn't work anymore? Oh, man. Super lame. Actually going to burn and defend here. No, it worked. Okay, so the removal... So you don't have to play the Ancient Potion first. Right. But it prevented the 4 HP from being removed from me, which is kind of ridiculous, don't you think? Just a wee bit. There goes that Carnage, but it's too expensive to play right now. Offering, get me Exhume. Does not. Get me Exhume. Does not. Good lord. A lot of things not getting me Exhume these days. Even when I specifically ask for it, it's insane. There goes my Ghostly Armor as well. There's the Exhume. And Spot Weakness on the turn that my opponent's not attacking. The only turn so far they've not been attacking. Isn't that grand? Do my worst? I've been doing my worst for about 10 Ironclad runs now. Alright, you're below half HP now. No, you're not. You will be below half HP at the end of this. Cool. Drink. Flex. Havoc. Pretty good Reaper, actually. Keep my strength. Now you're going to try and do the self buff. This isn't a heal along with the self buff. It's just the self buff. Unfortunately, the self buff is going to add up that metallicize. Oh, it didn't add up the metallicize. It just strengthened you. Are there different versions of his self buff? I should know that by now if there are. This one's increasing his strength. The previous ones that I've seen increased... no, I must just be wrong. I must just be misremembering it. Could have sworn the previous versions increased the metallicize. Oh, no. There you go. You just did them in a different order. Easily done. Ended on full HP. Pretty good. Double tap is either insane or absolute trash in this deck, and I can't decide which. Fiendfire is probably pretty good. Just to use as a finisher exclusively, though. Exclusive finisher. No, double tap is actually really good because we've got the bites. It's a bunch of HP. You know what? Safe play. Let's go. Lizard Tail. I'm going to avoid all elites. I'm going to go to the final boss. I'm going to beat the hell out of the final boss. It's all going to be good. Ooh, shop. Ooh, elites. Oh, I'm half kidding. About the shop. I'm definitely fighting all of the elites. Alright, there's a flex. I mean, I know I'm playing that super early. There's the double tap on the worst turn for it. Thanks, game. Armaments, spot weakness, and bites. We're not even going to be able to defend against all the incoming damage here, but we will kill that wisp in the start of the next turn. Hell yes. Good work, us. Right, let's offering. Metallicize. Bash. Carnage. Bite. Just trying to set myself up to be able to heal over the rest of the fight. Despite the fact that we don't have the Reaper, we can still do that quite effectively. Even if we took the Reaper there, I still think we would have ended up in a worse position. Damn it, I made the enemy weak. That was a bad idea. Pommel Strike is some card draw. I would need to invest an upgrade in it, so I'm not going to take it. Lose a normal defend over a metallicize and an immolate. Yeah, lose a normal defend. Okay, Bottled Lightning. We get to choose a card to be in our opening hand every single time. We take Offering. Beautiful. This negates 2 curses. There's a couple things that would curse me over this. 19 and 22 is 41, so I could actually take both Blood and the Ancient Tea set. That's healed 2 at the start of each combat, and the Ancient Tea set would be every single time I leave a camp, I get 2 extra energy for the first turn next turn, which is really good because I'm going to be drawing a lot of cards every first turn because my first turn has the Ancient... has the Offering in it. So yeah, I'm going to take those. Have exactly 1 left. Alright, you'll see how good this is. A lot of these fights, it is my solemn prediction, will end before they really start. This one would have, but I drew, like, absolute garbage. Cool. Well, speaking of drawing like absolute garbage, got all my defense last time. Sorry, that was just me stretching. It sounded a lot like complaining, but I assure you, I've never complained a day in my life. I'm really hoping this gets Reaper. Alright. Cleave. Feed. Gets the kill. There's actually no way to get another kill here, is there? Oh. Man. I'm gonna need a good Reaper turn. Yeah, I guess that counts. Also, I could just stay here and bite these into eternity. That is an option that is available to us. I don't think it's going to be necessary. Call me a cynic, call me what you will. What you will. Alright, bite, bite. Do we exhaust enough cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we kind of do. I'm going to take a Feel No Pain. It's upgraded already as well. Makes it a lot easier to take. Goes down a lot smoother. I think I'm also going to be fighting elites on this floor because I don't ever learn my lesson. I'm incapable of learning a lesson. Even like really important ones, like don't almost intentionally commit suicide every single time you play the video game. You know, lessons like that. A hell of a lot there. That's a Reaper. Right, I need to get a kill here. Ghostly armor will bite you. I'm gonna just take this low and slow. So no need to get all bent out of shape. All right. So double tap a normal, not cleave. Normal bite. My final bite there. It's a pretty good pickup. It's a Reaper that I didn't want to lose. Alright. Cool. Got a hell of a lot of defense there. Unfortunately, no one's attacking, so, you know. Kind of unfortunate, but still. $24. We stack block near the end of the turns because of these exhausts. Like, he's just gonna get more powerful. I have to hit you with the Carnage right now. It sucks, but I have to. They're just getting better block. Ugh, I can't do anything this turn. Alright, I'm going to True Grit that out of my hand. I'm going to bite. And here I am going to kill with a feed. And beautiful. Okay, so the feed did not allow me to get hit. Because it was a kill shot. I really wish that Warcry was upgraded. I'm not going to have time to upgrade it myself. I'm going to take it. But I really wish it was upgraded. We should probably upgrade that Warcry. I'm kidding, obviously. The first one should probably be True Grits. So they can choose what exhaust. You know how I said I wasn't going to go for elites? Punked him. It's elite time. I made a mistake. I'm kidding. Alright. Spot. Cleave. So this gets us. Ooh, nice. Fan to fan. Hell yes, my dude! Dealt a ridiculous amount of damage in the opening turn. Almost killed, in fact. Super unfortunate I didn't need to double cast that. When I say unfortunate, what I mean is I played bad. It's important that when I screw up, like a thing is my fault, it's important that I own up to it. Because if I don't, then why would you ever believe me later when I say, oh, this is the thing, like the game actually did screw me over in this instance? There'd be no reason to believe me, because I just keep claiming, oh, bullshit RNG keeps getting, oh, upgraded Pommel Strike. Bullshit RNG keeps helping me now. But there'd be no reason to believe me. I am entirely aware of that as a phenomenon, which is why I tend to try and be very self-effacing and very, and like steer clear of like self-exculpatory kind of stuff near the end of runs. Unless, of course, I did actually get screwed, in which case I try and make that clear. Ooh, baby. Bite, 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 bite. Exhume! Offering! Let's go again! We'll double tap. And it'll double tap the armaments. And then this cleave. Good. So that was a ridiculous amount of damage to have done there. We'll put the armaments back on top of the deck because we're going to need some defense next turn. And we're probably going to want to upgrade the other cards that we get. Sure. The big problem is this turn, I do have a weaken potion that I am more than happy to throw at the enemy. That's hard. Okay, I'm immolating that just for some block. I'm going to throw a weaken potion here as well. So I don't want to take 25 damage. Alright. Almost strike. Bites. Feed is so close to a kill right now. You know what? Kill him. I can't do... Oh, I probably could have just hit him 3 times next turn. Back preparation, start each combat with 2 additional cards. It's going to be ridiculous. Again, because we have the Ancient Tea set. So we've got, like, at the start of a combat after a rest site, gain 2 additional extra energy. And we start with Ancient Potion, sorry. I was reading what I was seeing on the screen. And we... Like a single upgraded heavy blade? Yeah. What else was I going to say? Don the Reg Mask at 222 gold. Beautiful. And we have Offering. So Offering is going to refill us on cards and stuff like that. It's going to be really good. I'm actually going to use an Ancient Potion here so that I can flex. I really wish that I could spot weakness right now, but I can't. Okay. It's Ghostly Armor. And Defend before I double tap a Cleave. My next card is double tapped as well. I'm going to go with Reaper, in fact. Kill that and heal up. And sure, I'll Pommel Strike here. Alright. I probably didn't need the Ancient Potion. And by probably, I mean definitely. Dual wield? No, there's nothing I want to dual wield in this deck. If True Grit was upgraded, I would take it. Battle Trance. I could take a single Battle Trance. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't keep up with these because some of them weren't important. Meat on the bone if your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. If our HP is at or below 50% at the end of a combat, we've lost. So, not really that important. Tiny Chest is gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. That's why I'm here and why I found Mango. Raise your max HP by 14. That includes current as well. Max and current. Feel no pain. Then let's offer to feel even less. Okay. This hand actually doesn't have like a really large amount of damage in it. It's the big kind of problem here. Okay. I'm gonna gain some strength. Got some block from the 2 cards exhausting themselves from my hand thanks to Ethereality. Beautiful. Almost completely blocked there. This is a really bad start. As soon as we get... There we go. We're going to be much better off. But it was really rough. I'm crying. Okay, I'm going to put a burn back on top of the deck. Okay, we've got a double bind on the back line as well. Part of the reason for putting burn back on top of the deck was just in case I didn't end up killing or doing anything else this turn, I would possibly draw it alongside... Wow. This is really not good. I would possibly draw it alongside my Immolate later. Immolate later. Alright. Just gonna go for the kill. Hey, Dreamcatcher, finally. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck, which I am entirely uninterested in. Blood for Blood is often going to become just free for us. Especially in this final fight, it'll just be a free card. I'm wondering if maybe I take Uppercuts so that I have a weaken as well. It's upgraded too. It's hard to pass up. I'm going to take spot weakness so I can build my strength faster. Let's go. Big fight time. Big fight time. Buff the enemy immediately. Good opener, Ryan. Drink. And then flex. Gosh, this isn't a high damage opener, unfortunately. Okay, draw another card. Unfortunately, it's a card that I put personally on top of my deck. I will keep Reaper, because we're going to continue gaining strength. So it's going to get better later. Let's just start working on him. 44 damage in that backline. Ooh. Yikes. Feed there. Gets us a new card. Beautiful. That Exhume will pick up our offering. We'll offer. Metallicize and Spot. We can activate a double tap here. Sure. We don't have that many cards that we actually desperately want to double tap. I'd like an extra energy right now, because that uppercut would be sick to hit a double tap on. Unfortunately, not going to happen. All right, I'm just going to burn some more cards out of my deck. So I can try and protect myself against the majority of the incoming damage. In fact, we protected ourselves against all of it. Don't burn the heavy blade, please. Beautiful. So we've got the enemy weakened. The heavy blade is getting better and better and better all the time. That was wrong. I should have played the ghostly armor. Now it just burns itself for no reason. Little flex. Bash. Havoc. Havoc is trying to exhaust one of my cards, unfortunately. Not really what I was hoping for from Havoc. It burnt my Immolate, is what happened there. Right. We're going to have to use Reaper pretty soon. By pretty soon, I mean probably right now. Yeah. So it was a 24 and it also blocked for 6 because it exhausted itself and Feel No Pain activated. We need to stop using Havoc right now. We're losing too many important cards. Actually, no. We need to Havoc right now. Hoping for just a little more damage so that I can kill. Beautiful. This stage is going to be rough. A lot of this is just going to be me healing. I just need to throw the heavy blade every single time I get it. And anything that isn't heavy blade, I'm pretty much just getting out of my hand. If I'm ever going to use bash, I would use uppercut instead. So let's throw the bash away. I've lost an energy this turn, unfortunately, because the enemy being an absolute prick. I can't Havoc here. If it burns Heavy Blade, we lose. No, but I don't even need to use Heavy Blade that many more times. Okay, cool. Let's True Grit the armaments out of our deck. Again, a full defense. We've got Heavy Blades available this turn. Unfortunately, we've only got 2 energy every turn, so... Oh my god! We did it! We finally actually managed to get past Ascension level 7 with the Ironclad to thump, to thump, to thump. Ridiculous amount of damage. And I need to note, Halfway through that fight, I did realize that I have the lizard tail because I've been in this position before. I had a win with a silent where I was like, man, if only I had something like a lizard tail. And then I did. In fact, I didn't even muse about the lizard tail. I was just like, oh, well, we lost this run. Damn, I screwed up. And then the lizard tail saved me, which was just such an elating feeling. I was hoping that I wouldn't need to use it there, however. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time. Redzeveld?